Hello everyone and welcome to the session 6 and the final session of process costing and accounting. Myself Mohammad Imran. So in the today's session we are discussing about budget, definitions, types of budget, accounting terminology and tendering. So budget, what is budget? So in terms of that in a common day you are using budget. So budget means the financial planning of the future activities. It is a management tool for planning the financial activities of future activities, including estimation of sales, expenditure, production, etc. So it is the estimation of future activities. For that purpose we are keeping some finance so that in the future it will come for use. So it includes the estimation of sales, expenditure, production, etc. So whatever the expenses required to overcome the production of some component and expenditure that will arises in terms of salaries to the employees and salaries to the management employees and also the helpers, and also it includes the estimation of sales, how much sales it will come and what are the income that will come from the that sale. So the budgeting is done for indicating the expected result of the business and possible future course of action to be followed for the attainment of such result. The expected results are projected in financial terms or either numerical terms like units of products, man hours, machines hour, etc. So the budget includes uh, the possible the outcome. So that includes number of units to be produced and the number of man hours used, so number of machine hour used. In terms of financial, numerical terms includes the number of units produced, man hours required and machine hour required. So the salaries paid for the machine hours, the man hours, and also for the production of this number of products, whatever the expenses involved in the production of this number of products. So all those the estimation of these future activities is known as budget. So budget is also defined as the financial and or a quantitative statement prepared and to approved prior to the defined period of time for the purpose of attaining given objective. So for suppose any production activities to be started, so before starting only we have to assume the or to make the statements of budget, so that the definite amount of expenses are the expenses required for that particular project will be before only we have to uh, statement we have to prepare in order to achieve the given objective. The objective is to produce that component. So before the production of this component only we have to produce you have to prepare a statement of this whatever the expenses that will be involved on the future project. So it helps in the investment requirement. So whatever the investment required for the particular project will be calculated here and the statement will be prepared. So budget should be based on estimate future requirement for a defined period of time, and it should be prepared by taking the help of previous statistical data. So for preparing budget we cannot simply guess, so we have to take the previous statistical data we have prepared for previous projects, so that you have to taken into consideration. Budget provides predetermined standard of performance for the guidance of the effort and activities of the business in the business. It will also provide standards of performance. They usually become the basis for control. So that will become control because we know that we must have this much budget only. So within that budget only we have to finish the particular component. So it will keep control on the whole project, so that we know that we must have this much budget, and within that budget only we have to finish that component. So it have a control over the business project. So types of budget includes based on the flexibility we have fixed budget and variable budget. B mechanism we have appropriation budget, performance budget and zero based budgeting. Function we have master budget, sales budget and production budget. Financial budget includes capital expenditure budget, Cash budget include material and purchase budget, labor budget. Next is the accounting terminology which is used in any concern. First one is the book value. So book value includes whatever the amount paid to a particular asset. So that will remain same when as long as you own that asset. So the value price paid for the particular asset. So for example, if you have any lathe machine, during the purchasing period you have given that for lathe you have paid 50,000 rupees. That is your book value. So whatever may be the period after 10 years or 15 years, whatever may be, but you have paid 50,000 for that amount, that lathe machine. Whenever till you own that lathe by yourself, so that cost will remain same. So 50,000 will be the book value throughout the before that you own that lathe, before selling to others, or if you scrap that, so that will be the book value. So the 50,000 is the book value of the lathe machine. As the time is spent on that machine, still also the book value remains 50,000. That includes the book value is the price paid for the particular asset. So we have paid 50,000 for that. So as the time over, as the increases its time with the usage, still also its value remains same. So its value will not change until you own that asset. Similarly, the net present value. So net present value indicates the present value is a calculation that compares the amount invested today to the present value in future of cash received from the investment. For example, if you are purchased 50,000 for one machine, in the future that amount, whatever be the rate of that component or that asset in the future, that period. So what is the difference between the today's amount and for the future amount? That amount is known as net present value. For example, if you purchase a machine for 50,000, after 5 years that value of that machine will be 1 lakh. So net present value will be 1 lakh minus 50,000. 50,000 is the net present value. So the difference between the value of the one component for today and for future period is known as net present value. Work in process, WIP. That means whatever the components or the man hours which are in doing the some process of the final component is known as work in process. For example, the component is finished by different processes. For example, machining process, after that heat treatment, after that the painting process. If the machine is, if the component is in heat treatment process, that means it is in work in progress, because it has to finish the next process, and it has finished one process, so it is in between. So all the components involved that in that process, and the man hour involved and the machines involved in that process is known as work in progress or process. Gross domestic product, GDP. So GDP is the monetary value of the all the finished goods and services produced within the country. So the monetary values in terms of finance of all the finished goods within and goods and services produced within the country in a specified time period, within a specific period time. Though GDP is calculated usually on annual basis, it is also be calculated on quarterly basis as well. GDP includes all private and public consumptions, government outlays, investment in private inventories, paid in construction cost, and foreign balance of trade. In simple way, GDP is a broad measurement of nation overall income activity. It indicates the nation's overall economic activities. So it is the commonly used as indicator of the economic health of the country. So GDP indicates the economic health of the country. The country which is having more GDP means its economic condition is very good. That means its economic condition is very good, as well as the gauge of the country's standard living. So standard living of the any countries depends upon its GDP. So GDP can be used to compare the productivity of various countries with high degree of accuracy. Next is balance sheet. Balance sheet is a financial statement showing the financial status of the any company. It may include it includes the assets one side, it includes assets on one side and liabilities include. The difference between these assets and liabilities is differentiated by profit of the company. So the sheet which shows the financial status of the company is known as balance sheet. It includes all the assets of the companies and all the liabilities of the companies. So the difference between both the balance sheet, the right side and left side has to be balanced. So this balance, whatever the difference comes, that will be termed as profit. So balance sheet also shows the summary of the source of the enterprise and their investment in various assets. Generally, the balance sheets are prepared annually. So these balance sheets are prepared annually or may be done as and when the need arises before taking any large decision about the development of the activities. Next is tendering. Tender is a written offer to execute specified work of certain rates within fixed time under certain condition of contracts and agreements between the contractor and owner. So tender means what? You can see in any newspaper the tender will come. So tender, it is a written agreement. It is a written agreement between the owner and the supplier. So in tender, two persons will come. One, the person who is offering the tender, and the person who is receiving the tender. So this is the contract between two persons. One is the person who is offering the tender and the person who is receiving the tender. It is a written agreement between these two persons for a certain rate and within a period. So it is having certain rate and also the time period. Within that time period, he has to finish that agreement with a certain condition. So this is known as tendering. So need for calling tenders to search competent supplier for the materials or contract for the work. So what is the need for tender? So in order to find the competitors of supplier and materials or contractor for the work. For example, if you want to manufacture, if you want any clothes for for giving as a uniform to your company. So if you give them the tender in the open source such as in paper media, so you will get more suppliers. So the competitive suppliers will be given. So the person who is supplying with a less amount with a good quality and within a less period of time, so the tender will be given to that person. So the need for tender is to search the competent supplier. In terms of suppliers also we have competent, and the materials and the contractor for the work to execute the work as per specification. So in a tender only we have you have to specify the requirement or the specification of the any component we required. So on seeing that specification, the person who is eligible eligible to supply your component with the given specification only will reply for this tender. So we can get the required specification and the quality and the time with the help of tender to avoid the conflict or difference between number of contractor and owner department to generate competing offer from the different bidders. Following is the procedure has been used for inviting tender. So there are definite procedure for inviting the tender. That one is preparation of tender documents. We have to prepare the tender documents, issue of notice inviting tender, NIT or tender notice, submission and opening of tenders and their scrutiny, acceptance of tenders and award of contracts. So it consists of 4 steps. In the first step you have to prepare the tender requirement, tender documents. Tender documents includes we have to specify in a book whatever our requirement. So what is the specification, how much is the requirement, and what is the time period. So these are included in the tender documents. Next, in the issue of notice of the inviting tender. So once the tender documents is prepared, so you have to issue the notice to the all the suppliers by means of open source such as newspaper, or directly you have to send the tender notice to the selected openly to the persons who can able to supply your components. So you have to send them notices by means of notice inviting tender. um, so submission and opening of the tenders and the scrutiny. So we have to after the notice has been sent to the supplier, so after the reply will come from the supplier side. So at the we have to fix a particular time and period for the receiving the notice reply for the notice. So after that completion of that particular period, we have to open the all the tender notices from the supplier. So acceptance of the tenders and award of the contract. So after scrutiny of all tender documents, we have to scrutinize all the suppliers. So in that we have to choose for whom we have to give the supply depending upon the time period and depending upon the rates they have quoted, and also the time period and the quality they have specified. So depending upon that we have to final one the supplier or one supplier to give the order to the particular contractor. So so EMD means earnest money deposited has to be collected from the serious contractor. So this earnest money deposit means we have to deposit, you have to take some deposit from the contractor, because if the deposit is collected from the supplier, so he will be serious because he has also invested some money in that particular tender. So he will be serious and he will be manufacturing the component according to your specification. Failing to that, his EMD money will be taken for the failure of their quality and quantity. That EMD amount will be that will be taken from the that will be removed or taken to the handover from the contractor to the person who is offering the tender. The notice inviting tenders in the form of specified by the company or government. The form of tender to be used along with the set of conditions to be followed. The scheduled quantity of work. These are the procedure in notice tender, in inviting the tender. Scheduled of quantity of work. Set of drawing including working drawing. Detailed specification references to standard specification. Complete structure and architectural drawing. Schedule of stores to be issued. Schedule of tools and plants. General and specification condition of contract. Amount of security deposit to be paid. EMD to be paid along with the filled tender forms. Mode of payment for work done. Authority to reject any tenders without assigning. So tender notice. Tender notice is issued in the prescribed form for calling the tender for execution of some work. The following information are furnished in the tender notice: name of the authority or department inviting tenders, name of the work, estimated cost, time of completion, cost of tender form, condition of contract, date and time and place of opening the tender, earnest money to be deposited indicating the manner in which the payment is to be made. E-tendering. So e-tendering is the process of carrying out entire tendering cycle online, including submission of price bid, such that the efficiency, economy, speed of the internet can be harnessed. The e-tendering cycle consists of tender notice creation, tender promotion, tender documents, pre-bidding meeting, bid submission, payment gateway, tender storage, tender evaluation, negotiation, tender award, vendor registration, tender audit and storage. Benefits of e-tendering: reduced tender cycle time, fast and accurate pre-qualification and evaluation, faster response to questions, reduction in labor-intensive tasks, reduction in the paper trail, improved audit trail, improved quality of tender, provision of quality management information. The difference between manual tendering and e-tendering: Manual tendering, we have long procurement cycle, shorter procurement cycle in e-tendering, expensive, economically fixed cost, paper-based procurement, electronic-based procurement, restricted mobility, anytime, anyway bidding, no work on holiday, bidding can also possible on holiday, prone to human errors, automated and accurate process, contest to shareable, content not shareable, shareable content, physical security, foolproof security, wastage of space to store bids, lifelong storage, not retrievable, one-click access to bids. Thank you for watching this session. This will finishes all the session of the estimation and costing. Thank you.